Welcome to Clippers Live postgame presented by Hyundai on FanDuel Sports Network. Welcome back to Memphis, where the Clippers win 123-120. It was a hard-fought battle. They trailed by as many as 19, and they overcome to win here in Memphis on the second night of a back-to-back. What's going on, everybody? Lauren Rosen back with Coach Mike Fratello. Postgame, Coach Fratello, what a fight. And what did you make of the way that the offense really started to hum there at the right time in the fourth quarter?
When you're scoring 65 points in the second half of a game, back-to-back, getting in the middle of the night, traveling from San Antonio, that says something about this team. The fact that they went to the free throw line for 45 free throw attempts. That means you're constantly driving, taking the contact, making the effort to get to the basket. They were rewarded. They made 37 out of 45, and they came away with a 3-point win.
Kawhi Leonard said it postgame. Darius Garland really fueled that fourth quarter where the offense started to hum. Let's take a look at what happened in the fourth quarter, those first few minutes as the team pulls ahead. Coach, what did you see in the fourth?
Well, the idea that the team was playing without a point guard for a lot of those minutes, so different guys had to take turns bringing it up. But they battled it up with second shot opportunities. Garland's so good with the basketball, found his big men on the inside and with critical layups, high percentage shots. If you backed off him a little bit, he's such a threat from behind the 3-point line, and he couldn't wait to knock a couple down. Early on, he took some ones that he would probably question, want to take them over again. Defense there by Kawhi leads to a shot attempt, follow-up, but the fouls will matter. Remember, 45 free throw attempts. Jerome has to get the three off over the outstretched arms of Derrick Jones Jr. That last one didn't matter anyhow. He was inside the 3-point line.
Kawhi Leonard, as you see there, played heavy minutes last night in San Antonio. He plays 28 minutes tonight on the second half of a back-to-back, finishing with 28 points, anchoring the team's defense and powering the team's offense. What did you see from Kawhi?
Well, it was a matter of them trying to pick and choose when they were going to put Kawhi in for the critical minutes. How long could they keep him out in the fourth quarter before bringing him back? And he came in with just over 2 minutes remaining in that fourth quarter. And he led them. He goes to the foul line. He makes his free throws. He attacks the defense there. He knows it's going to be physical. Here he just runs the floor, receives the pass from Chris Dunn. But it's so important at both ends of the floor because defensively he came up with so many steals or opportunities that created shots for himself or for his other teammates. So just a magnificent effort on the second night for Kawhi Leonard.
Taking a look at Darius Garland now. He got his first start as a Clipper coach. He found rhythm as well in the second quarter, again in the fourth quarter. What did you see from Darius Garland?
Well, he's such a competitor. He wanted to show his teammates and show the fans in L.A. what I'm about. I can make shots from downtown. So I think he took some rushed early ones, but we also saw him be very unselfish, know where his teammates are, deliver the ball on time and at the right spot. There he's taking an off balance against the defense shot that he makes, those floaters. You keep your hands down. You're inviting him to shoot it up over the top. He's not afraid to go in the lane, in the paint against those big bodies. And then if his teammates will get to those right spots in the openings, he'll find them and reward them. He got better at making the open shots as the game went on.
And the Clippers absorbed their struggles from three-point territory. They finished with just 4 threes on the night, but they get the W through paint points, through rebounding, through playing hard on both ends, like you said, Coach. When we come back, we'll take a closer look at exactly how the Clippers got it done here in Memphis, and we'll look ahead at what's to come on the homestand. A hard-earned trip home for the Clippers tonight. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Clippers Live postgame. The Clippers get a hard-earned victory here in Memphis, fueled by Kawhi Leonard's 28 points in 28 minutes. Ty Lue talking to our Brian Seaman about the decision to go small early tonight.
It was a fatigue situation. KD was dead, and just try to play through it, but he had nothing. So we got him out when we brought Ty in. No, actually we brought Cam in for KD and then Ty in for DJ because he had fouls. And so we knew it was going to be a tough game for us. DJ would probably have to play a lot of minutes. And so didn't want to pick up that early third foul in the first half. And so, everybody contributed, in every way. And just, being down 19 and coming back win this game. I know they have a lot of guys out, but the style of play, the way they play, they put you in some tough positions. And I thought we did a good job of keeping our composure and coming back and getting the win.
Don't hit your second three until the fourth quarter. You only take 8 in the first half, yet you still battle back, obviously drawing fouls for them. on them was the biggest key. How did you guys do that?
Attacking the basket, attacking the rim, and it's hard to win games when you make 4 threes and only shoot 17. And so they shot more in the first half than we did for the whole game, and so it's hard to win games when you're not generating a lot of threes. But they were switching 1 through 5, and we was able to attack, get to the basket, make the right play, and so I'm just happy and proud of our guys for just coming through after a tough loss last night to bounce back and be down early and come back and win the game.
Darius looked very lively. This was obviously statistically his best game, but I think physically the way he moved around, it looked very good. Did you like what you saw between he and Kawhi in that starting lineup? Yeah,
I did. And I think, guys just understanding and reading that once he gets in the paint, we got to be ready for the pass. He's a great passer, especially a great interior passer. And so just getting his rhythm, understanding how we need to use him to attack. And it was tough for him tonight because it was switching 1 through 5, so he couldn't get downhill, get to his floaters and stuff like that. But I thought he was, really good in that second half. And I thought Isaiah Jackson all night long was really good.
Just going to say, from one new face to another, Isaiah Jackson plays the whole third quarter and just great minutes, plays that maybe don't necessarily go into the box score. What have you seen in your time with Isaiah Jackson here over the last few weeks?
Just how he plays hard. He plays hard, he competes. He's a guy that can switch, and guard the basketball, offensive rebound, runs the floor, can get behind the defense on pick and rolls. And so tonight, like I said, it was just, a game for him where we needed his athleticism, his ability to switch, and he did a good job for us.
Jordan Miller doesn't play a ton of minutes every night, but he seems to be as good as anybody in the league at drawing fouls and getting into the paint. What have you seen in terms of growth from Jordan Miller, say from start of training camp in September to where you guys are now?
I think defensively, he's gotten better taking that challenge, but also just playing at his own pace. He doesn't get sped up. He doesn't let the pressure speed him up. He plays at his own pace, gets to the free throw line. He's been doing a great job of just attacking the paint and making the right pass and play as well.
How much math are you doing on the sideline when it comes to minutes and looking at the clock and looking at what you have available for Kawhi and for Darius?
Yeah, it was tough tonight, because we needed both of them, but, I think the most important thing is their health. We got to be smart about it. And DG said he felt good. He wanted to play more, but, we just couldn't do it. We can't chance it, can't risk it for the future, and so our other guys stepped up. They made plays. I thought Ben was really good tonight, attacking the basket, advanced passes, running the floor. So just it was a total team effort. And like I said, we needed every bit of every minute everybody played.
Knowing your
Lauren, one other thing I'd like to add to the coach's comments. Coming into this game, they have all kinds of notes printed up about what Memphis has done over the last 2-3 weeks. The big point that stood out was their bench has been killing other teams' bench. The second unit's coming on the floor. Their second unit tonight scored 53 points. That's a lot. You know what the Clippers' second unit did? 54 points. They outscored the Memphis bench, and that was so important to Ty Lue and the team.
Believe it or not, where you were going with that, I was going to guess more than 53 points. Coach Fratello, that's why you're the best. Thank you for breaking it down for us, as always, as we take a look at the road ahead for the Clippers. It was a tough back-to-back late start last night in San Antonio. Get to Memphis in the wee hours of the morning this morning, and the Clippers managed to pull off a win here on the second night of a tough back-to-back, and then they get to head home to Los Angeles. It's a 5-game homestand. It begins Monday. Coach Fratello, what stands out to you on this homestand, the longest the Clippers will have this season?
Well, 3 of those teams are very difficult teams. New York, Minnesota, and San Antonio, as you know from last night. Chicago and Sacramento have had their struggles, but when you go home, you've got to take care of business at home. How close are they to the 500 mark? We're almost there, aren't we?
One away, Coach.
I keep hearing that we were 1 away last night. We're back to 1 away again. We got to that's a tough one, that opener there against the New York Knicks.
And the finale against the Spurs, sure to be a good one after what we saw last night. Coach Fratello, thanks as always for breaking things down with me here on Clippers Live. 123-120 final score from Memphis. We will wrap things up right after the break here on FanDuel Sports Network. Thanks for being with us. Every weekday on FanDuel Sports Network, catch Golic and Golic at 12:30 p.m. Father and son bring the bold takes and welcome in special guests from the world of sports. And then stick around for Countdown Live presented by Prime, hosted by Stan Barrett at 2:30 p.m. to get you ready for an evening of great sports action. 2 big shows back to back. All the sports you need, all in one place, and only on FanDuel Sports Network. And as we say goodnight from Memphis, a reminder to tune in for our next telecast on Monday as the Clippers host the New York Knicks to open a 5-game homestand at Intuit Dome. Clippers Live hits the air at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on FanDuel Sports Network. For Brian Seaman, Mike Fratello, and our entire crew, I'm Lauren Rosen. The latest edition of Clippers Weekly is coming up next. Thanks for spending the evening with us.